Hey guys, and welcome to a review of another B&M Doctor Who exclusive set. This time it's the 12th Doctor set, and we have some great new variants to look at. A massive thank you to Daniel Hambridge for picking up this set for me, so let's take a look. The figures come in the standard window box packaging with the collector's series style guide and images of the figures themselves on the back and sides. Out of the box, the figures look great. So, we'll start off with the most exciting figure of the set in my opinion, and that's Bill Potts. At last we have a figure of Bill! Now I loved her as a companion, and I think it's such a shame that we didn't get to see more of her. The figure is actually a reused body from character's old Primeval line, and honestly, I think it does the job well. The articulation featured is swivel joints at the neck, shoulders, biceps, elbows, knees and ankles, with hips moving forward and out to the sides. The head sculpt is great. I think they've done a really good job of capturing poor Mackie's likeness, and the way they've done her hair is amazing, with a lighter brown wash that helps bring out the definition of the sculpt. The paint apps are really crisp, and they've painted the bow a bright orange, which really stands out. So the outfit is based on her appearance in the pilot, and I think they've done a really good job for the most part. The paint apps on the top could be a bit neater, but this seems to be a common issue with all of these figures. The jeans are sculpted well, with some great paint apps to give them a denim look. The Converse she's wearing are a light blue and white, with a dirty wash to make them look well worn. And again, it's a great sculpt. It's a really good figure, and I'm glad we finally got Bill to put with the 12th Doctor. What's funny about this figure is that it's actually a repaint of a figure that's not even out yet. Namely, the toy of Bill that Paul Mackie shared on Twitter over Christmas, and will be out later this year exclusively from Amazon. Next up, the 12th Doctor, in his outfit from, this is Series 9 burgundy jacket. Let's leave it there for the moment. Is made up of a mixture of parts from the Series 8 and 9 12th Doctor figures from before, and it does a good job for the most part. In terms of articulation, he has shoulders that can swivel forwards and out to the sides, and swivel joints on his neck, biceps, elbows, wrists, waist, knees, thighs and ankles, with articulation at the hips that make them swivel forward and to the side. Detail-wise, we have the Series 9 head, which still isn't as liney as it could be, but I do think it looks somewhat better here. The light wash to the hair really highlights the detail of the sculpt, and the paint apps are well applied. The coat looks great, the colour seems accurate, and the sculpt is very well done. It's not soft like on some of the Series 8 figures, and that's the same for the shirt. All of the button details are clear and crisp. Obviously, the elephant in the room with this figure is that there's no waistcoat, which was something he always wore with this coat during Series 9. Now the reason for this is that it would require new tooling, but given the recent let's just paint the clothes on option they went for with other figures in these sets, I'm actually really surprised they didn't just do that here. I mean, it wouldn't have looked great, but it would have at least just completed the iconic look. Other things worth noting are that there's no green gem on the ring on his right hand, there's no red lining on the inside of the coat, and he's still wearing the massive clown shoes that make him even taller than the other Doctors in the line. Still, I'm pleased with the fact that we finally have this version of the 12th Doctor, as it's my all-time favourite look for him. Finally, we have another variant of Missy, making this the 4th, I believe. The 3rd I didn't bother with. This is her Series 10 look, and is a repaint of the previous purple outfit figure, but with the hatless head as seen on the black costumed figure. Articulation-wise, it's exactly the same as the 12th Doctor, except she has additional articulation at the elbows that swivel out to the sides. Looking at the details, the sculpt on this seems softer, which is probably in part to the heavy paint, but the blue eyeshadow matches her on-screen appearance, and the red lipstick has been replaced with a more natural pink. Her hair isn't the large mop of hair she has in Series 10, sadly, but it works well enough. The light brown wash on the hair brings out those details in the sculpt, and the black piping around the trim of the outfit is crisp and clean. I also think the way in which they've painted her shirt and brooch to match the colour of her necktie works well too, as does the painting of her hands to match the colour of her gloves. Final thoughts? Well, I think this is another very strong set. We've got a nice new variant of the 12th Doctor that has long been requested, a new version of Missy, and our first version of Bill, which I think is really great. So thank you for watching guys, and I'll see you all soon for another B&M review.